Israeli soldiers buried Palestinian children alive. In mass graves, they buried Palestinian children alive. There are reports of Palestinian children with their hands tied, restrained behind their backs, being forced into mass graves by the bulldozers that dug those graves. There are eyewitness reports saying that the muffled screams of these children could be heard while these bulldozers poured dirt over their bodies to suffocate them, to literally bury them alive. Dr. Mark Perlmutter, an American surgeon volunteering in Gaza, received multiple eyewitness reports from Palestinians that bulldozers were being used to bury children alive in mass graves, and he intends to submit these testimonies to the International Court of Justice. There is also a UN report from 2024 that noted that the bodies of children were found in multiple mass graves, some showing signs of torture, others showing possible indication of being buried alive. That includes locations like Nasser Hospital, El Shifa Hospital, where mass graves were found containing the bodies of hundreds of Palestinians following Israeli withdrawal. And among the bodies in those graves were women and children, many women and children. And these bodies were found tied, with their hands bound, completely stripped naked. And many of the bodies were unable to be identified because of such massive levels of abuse and signs of torture. And among those bodies, buried in the mass grave of the hospital courtyard, were 2 children reportedly buried alive. Later excavation of the site corroborated the eyewitness testimonies of these 2 children being forced into the grave by the bulldozer that then buried them under dirt and rubble. Their bodies were found in the same red and green shirts they were buried with their hands tied behind their backs. These children were buried alive by Israeli forces, and they're likely not the only ones. There are still tens of thousands of missing children in Gaza. How many of them were buried alive as well?